I do not know any more effective weapon to kill poverty, inequality, exclusion, discrimination, and to build a more shared society.
Hundreds of millions of people have been lifted from poverty, and this is one of the historic achievements of the world in the last 50 years. But that's step one.
I think that's one of the most important things about, like a just, balanced economic model, that people feel there's efficiency.
We need to grow in order to distribute better, in order to kill poverty, inequality, exclusion. So what is the best way to have a China without poverty, or Latin America without poverty? I do not know any more effective weapon to kill poverty, inequality, exclusion, discrimination, and to build a more shared society. We'll live it so we can live in peace and with no great differences, is investing in the minds of our people. It's much more profitable than investing in the mines, gold, silver, copper, oil. That means investing in nutrition, healthcare, and quality of education. Quality of education, quality of education. That is the best way to free a country, a nation, a continent, the world.
This 5-year period, and that is, there are certain issues of social equity about the treatment of workers from rural areas and their ability to get services in cities. There are environmental issues that also need attention. So, and some of those issues might not show up in GDP numbers, although they might be extremely important for the welfare of the population. And so maybe the solution to the problem of doubling GDP is to redefine the way we measure GDP.
Hundreds of millions of people have been lifted from poverty, and this is one of the historic achievements of the world in the last 50 years, thanks to China. Lots and lots of people are today in the middle class. But that's step one. Just because people are no longer poor or hungry doesn't mean the battle is over. The quality of life can be improved further, much further. So the next stage now is that people not only eat, but they eat better food. They have better education. Their quality of life is better, including the air they breathe, the water they drink, the housing they live in, the education that children have.
I think in maybe 2009 there was an idea of there being 23 million people living malnourished, and maybe 200 million people living on less than $2 a day, which is a standard for poverty. Well, now I think living standards on the whole have risen, so people's sense of being poor kind of probably is stronger than before, even though they may, in relative terms, comparatively not really be poor. There's a lot of people beyond the 80 million who feel that they're not doing well. So I think to have a way in making people feel that they are getting good results from all of economic development is very, very difficult. I think that's one of the most important things about, like a just, balanced economic model, that people feel there's efficiency.
So the quality of life needs to be improved. And that's true not only for China, it's true for every country. It's not unique. But a stage has come that the country needs to focus on these aspects more and more. So for that purpose, for good of the world, good of China, we need to improve the efficiency of the economy. That requires different measures, different technologies, different institutional mechanism, different prices. So this transition in the economy is absolutely essential. It requires different policies, it requires different strategies. So what the country is planning to do is very timely, has to be done, should be done.